This conference will now be recorded.
Today's topic is in up to the part 3 videos. We are discussing the different types of inheritances: single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and multiple inheritance. The next method is called as a hierarchical inheritance. Okay, hierarchical inheritance. Or what is hierarchical inheritance? Sir? In this inheritance, to deriving the properties. Okay, in what is multi-level? What is multi-level? Multi-level means multiple inheritance means more than one base class. More than one base class. It is called as a multiple inheritance. That means more than one base class means here it is the base 1. Okay, again the base 2, again the base 3, and so on. Base n, base classes, n base classes. To derive the classes are D1 is a multiple inheritance. Now the opposite is called as hierarchical inheritance. Opposite means only one base class. Opposite means here in multiple more than one base class. Here only one base class. Only one base class. Only one base class. Okay. To derive more than one derived class. More than one derived class. More than one derived. Only one base class, and to derive more than one derived classes. This concept is called a hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance. What is hierarchical inheritance? Only one base, number of derived classes. Only one base class and number of derived classes and number of derived classes and number of derived classes. Number of derived classes. It is called as a number of derived classes. This concept is called as a hierarchical inheritance. So what is only one base class? For example, a parent is one base class. Parent is one base class, and number of derived classes. Number of derived classes means so the child 1, C1, child 1 and child 2, child 3, C1, child 1 and child 2 and child 3, and child 4, It is called as a hierarchical inheritance. The concept is called hierarchical inheritance. More than one deriving classes. These are the deriving classes. More than one derived classes. Clear, guys? Up to here? Clear or not? What is hierarchical? Hierarchical means only one base number of derived classes. The concept is called as a hierarchical inheritance. Please observe this one. Clear? The concept is called hierarchical inheritance. Now write a program for demonstrating the hierarchical inheritance. Only one base class, number of derived classes. For example, here assume that example program. Example, write a program to demonstrate hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance. Okay. Hierarchical inheritance. Clear? Now, for example, so only one base class. The base class is the starting class is the A colon. Here one method. The method is the DEF method 1 self of. So I am M1 of class A. I am M1 of class A. Only one base class. Okay. Now here another class, that is the class B. B is derived from A. The class B is derived from A. B class is derived from A. It contains the method M2 of self. Okay, colon. For example, print of I am M2 of which class? The class is called as a base class. Class B, second class derived class. One class is C of A. C of A. C is also derived from A. DEF M3 of self colon. Print of I am M3 of class, third class, C class. I am M3 of C class. Now what is the structure of this program? So now write a program to demonstrate the multiple hierarchical inheritance. The structure of this program is class A class, okay, A class to deriving the B class, A class to deriving B class, and C class and D class. A to B and C and D. Okay. B is derived from A. C is also derived from A. And one more class, a class is called as a class D, is also derived from A. D of M4 of self. Okay, print of I am M4 of class D. I am M4 of class. This is also another class. So this is the structure of the program. A is a one class, B is one class, C is one class, D is one class. A class is called base class. Okay, and C, B, C, and D is called as a derived classes. Derived class. That means only one base class, number of derived classes. Only one base class, number of derived class. Only one base class and number of derived class. Base class is only one parent, number of chairs. Or the base class is only one, one that is A, number of derived classes, B and C. So now this concept is called as a hierarchical inheritance. Now the example program demonstrating the example program is class A is derived from B, C and D. Okay, now we are creating the, assume the objects of B only. B1 equal to B object. Now B1 dot M1. M1 is derived from A to B, and B1 dot M2 also. M2 also. Now it contains the B1. So here only one method. This method is M1. Here this method is M2. Here the method is M3. Here the method is M4. The same method is derived B and C and D. Only one method. That is called as the reusability. Only one method is available all the derived class. For example, similarly, so A has some name. The A has some name. The surname. For example, the surname is, for example, the surname is, for example, in NTR surname Nandamuri. Nandamuri. This is a surname. This same surname is derived to B, derived to C, and derived to D. That is called as a hierarchical inheritance. The same. Okay. Like, okay, I will explain later. No problem. Clear? Now the next one. Okay. Clear. So the same B1 object created. Okay. Similarly, the C1 object is created of C. C1 dot M1 M1 also decided, and C1 dot M2. Okay. And similarly, D1 equal to D object is created. D1 dot M1. Okay. And D1 dot M4. Here this is the M3.
M3, sir.
M3, yes. In the here there are number of available. One is the M1 and M2. Here M1, M3. Here M1, M4. Why? Because M1 same method is accessible to all the B, C, and D. The concept is called as hierarchical inheritance. Okay, clear. This is the output. This output. Okay. The first one creating a P1 object. P1 object accessing class A and class B. This is the B1 object. And the result is called a C1 object. This result is the D1 object. Or any name, not only B1, C1, D1. This concept is called as a hierarchical inheritance. Only one base class, number of derived classes. Number of derived classes. The concept is called hierarchical. Okay, clear. And one more, the last derived, the last inheritance is called as a hybrid inheritance. Hybrid inheritance. Hybrid inheritance. Sir, what is hybrid, sir? Hybrid means combination. Hybrid means not only one combination. Single level anukunna mano. Okay. Single inheritance. Single inheritance is one. Single inheritance. Another one is a multi-level. Multi-level inheritance anukunna. And another one is a multiple inheritance. Okay. And the hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance. These are the different types of inheritance. A combination of, indirectly, a combination of what is a hybrid inheritance? A combination of single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, a combination of single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and multiple inheritance, and hierarchical inheritances. And hierarchical inheritances is called a hybrid inheritance. Hybrid inheritance. A combination of all these inheritances is called as a hybrid inheritance. Only one parameter, only one concept. That is all the combination. All the combination. మనం ఇది నేర్చుకుంటే అన్ని వచ్చినట్టే మనకి ఇండైరెక్ట్ గా మల్టిపుల్ ఇన్హెరిటెన్స్ హైబ్రిడ్ ఇన్హెరిటెన్స్ తెలిస్తే వాట్ ఈస్ హైబ్రిడ్ ఇన్హెరిటెన్స్ ఏ కాంబినేషన్ ఆఫ్ సింగిల్ మల్టీ లెవెల్ multiple and hierarchical inheritances are called hybrid inheritance that is the first point clear. So now what is the combination, sir? I'll explain just now. One is a class A. This class is called as A class. Derived the one class, A class is derived. Okay, for example, assume that B class and C class. So this is a combination. B and C. Behind the B class and C class, both these classes deriving the one class, all the classes combined. B and C classes deriving the another class. The class is called as a, both these two classes combine one object, that is called as a D class. This is called as a D. It is a multi-level hybrid inheritance. Please observe this one. A combination of single inheritance and multi-level inheritance and multiple inheritance, all these combinations. For example, assume that only. So now here, okay. So without this one, without this one, without this one, without this one, without C and without D. What is A to B? A to B means what is the type of inheritance? What is the A type and A to B and A type and A to B, A to B. Okay. No C class,
Single.
no D class. A to B, A to B. This type of inheritance is called as a single inheritance. Okay, single inheritance మనకి cover అయింది ఇక్కడ. Single completed అండి. Now another one, for example, without C, A to B and B to D, B to D. What is this concept అండి? What is this one? A to B, A to
Multi-level.
B, B to D. Multi-level. This concept is called as a multi-level. Or same as for example, without C also, A to C and D to D. Without B also, A to C and C to D. It is also called as a multi-level. Okay, it is also called as a multi-level. And both single cover and multi-level inheritance cover. So now, what is the concept of multiple? Multiple cover diagram lo. So in this one, okay. Now multiple means more than one base class. Without A, B and C to D, B and C to D. This concept is called as a multiple inheritance. More than one base class, B class and C class deriving the D class. It is called as a multiple inheritance. Sir, what is a hierarchical? Sir, hierarchical means only one base class. Without D, A to B and C. Parent to child 1 and child 2. Parent to child 1 and child 2. This concept is called as a hierarchical inheritance. All this combination, entire combination, a combination of single, multi-level, multiple inheritance and hierarchical inheritances are called as a hybrid inheritance. All these combinations are called hybrid, means all these combinations is called as a hybrid inheritance. Now example, to demo one example, any one example, you can write any one. Okay, first defining the class A. This example, first class A, okay, and clear. And the next class B. B is derived from A, okay. And write the body of the structure. So it's the body of the class A, okay. And another class C. C is also derived from, sorry, here A. C is also derived from A. Please observe this one. Clear up to the structure of the program? Clear? Okay, so first one is A is defined, okay. E is from A, C is also from A. Now the next one, multiple inheritance. Class D is from B comma C. That is very important. Clear? Easy. Class B is from B and C. Write the logic. A logic and a logic program based on the structure. Now this is a structure. For example, one the M1 method 1 of self. For example, print method. I am M1 of class A. Okay. Now same. Okay. Now here, this is the method is M2. Here the method is called M3. The method is called M4. Now I am the M2 of class B. M2 of class B. This is class C of M3. And the next one, M4 of class D. Is also class D. Now, during the third, finally we are creating the object of B1. So in this, here we observe one. This is M1. Okay. A class it contains only M1. The B it contains M2. And C it contains the M3. M3. Now, okay, M1 is deriving A to B. Okay, M1 is also available, B also available, M1. Okay, B also available, M1. Again, the A to C. M1 is also derived from A to C also. And D, its own method is M4. M4 is one method, but M2 and M1 derived from B. Okay, M2 and M1 is derived from B. Clear? And M3 and M1 also derived from, okay, M1 also derived from C. both the class. But M1 is derived only once, but not the duplicating. Here the duplicating, but derived only once. Now what is D? D it contains M1, M2, M3, and M4 because M1, M2, M3 is derived from B and C methods. Derived from the B and C classes. Okay, M1, M2, M3 derived from the B and C classes. M4 its own method. D. Now we are creating a one object. D equal to D1 equal to D object. So create the object of the D class. Create the D1. Here D1 of M1. Okay. D1 dot M2. D1 dot M3 and D1 dot M4. D1 dot M4. So here the dot. Here. Run the same program. It is called as a hybrid inheritance. Clear, guys? It is called as a hybrid inheritance. Now these are deriving from A, B, C, deriving from A to M1, B to M2, C to M3, and the D is own property of the third, fourth class, that is the derived class. These are the 5 types of inheritances. Again, one more inheritance is available, that is called as a cyclic inheritance. That is the 6th one, cyclic inheritance. Cyclic inheritance that is not present, and the concept is not present, not available, not supporting in Python. The concept is not supporting in the Python. That is the cyclic inheritance that is not supported in Python. So that's why we are not discussing the cyclic inheritance. Or what is cyclic inheritance? Cyclic inheritance means, okay, for example, it is A class and B class and C class. What is this class? And it is called as a multi-level inheritance. Again, the C is also derived from A. This concept is called as a cyclic. Python does not support the cyclic inheritance. So that is here, no need to cover this concept. Like other programming languages, some of the programming languages are covered. Cyclic inheritance, C++, Java, Python does not support the cyclic inheritance. No need. Clear, guys? Up here. So these are the single inheritance, multi-level inheritances, 5 types: multi-level and multiple inheritance and hierarchical inheritance and hybrid inheritance. Clear? All these are. And the next concept is, okay, the next concept is, another concept, one more concept in OOP concept is polymorphism. Polymorphism. That's another important topic, polymorphism. Sir, what is polymorphism, sir? The polymorphism means polymorphism. A polymorphism. M-O-R-P-O-L-Y, M-O-R-P-H-I, polymorphism. So what is polymorphism? In this polymorphism, it is not a one word, it is a 2 words. One is poly is one word, morphism means one word. Poly one word and morphism is one word. Sir, what is poly? What is poly? What is the poly meaning? The poly means many. Poly means many, general meaning. Poly means many. And morphism means forms. That means polymorphism means the entire polymorphism. Entire polymorphism means many forms, not single. Poly means many and morphism means form. Total meaning is polymorphism means, okay, many forms. So what is polymorphism? Total in applicable concept. In OOP concept, okay, polymorphism means single name, many forms. Single name, many forms is called a polymorphism. Single name, many forms. The concept is called as a polymorphism. In object-oriented programming, the concept polymorphism is single name, many forms. Poly means many. Morphism means forms. Single name, many forms. The entire concept is polymorphism. Single name and many forms. Hence are single name, many forms. In general, తెలుగులో డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నాను మీకు అర్థం కావడం కోసం. సింగిల్ నేమ్ మెనీ ఫార్మ్స్ అంటే ఏంటి? ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఒక పర్సన్ అనుకుందాం. ఎవరిని ఒకరి గురించి చెప్తానండి, ఏమనుకోకండి. ఎవరో ఒక పర్సన్, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ అఖిలే ఉన్నాడు అనుకుందాం. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఎవరిని ఒకళ్ళు అనుకోండి, సింగిల్ పర్సన్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సాయి కుమార్ ఉన్నాడండి ఇక్కడ. సాయి కుమార్ ఈ సింగిల్ నేమ్. ఓకే, సింగిల్ నేమ్. సాయి కుమార్ కి ఎన్ని ఫార్మ్స్ ఉంటాయండి? డిఫరెంట్ ఫార్మ్స్ ఉంటాయి. మెనీ ఫార్మ్స్. సాయి కుమార్ వాళ్ళ ఫాదర్ ఉన్నాడు, అతనికి సన్ అవుతాడు, నాన్నగారు. ఓకే, వాళ్ళ అక్కకో అన్న దగ్గరకో చెల్లి దగ్గరకో తమ్ముడి దగ్గరకో అన్న దగ్గరికి వెళ్తారు. ఈజ్ ఆల్సో ఏ బ్రదర్, ఈజ్ ఆల్సో బ్రదర్. ఇతను కాలేజీకి వచ్చాడు, స్టూడెంట్ అవుతాడు. ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్కి వచ్చాడు, ప్రజెంట్ ఈజ్ ఏ స్టూడెంట్. లేదా ఇతను ఒక బస్సు ట్రైన్ ఎక్కాడు, ఈజ్ ఏ ప్యాసింజర్, ఈజ్ ఏ ప్యాసింజర్. ఓకే, నా ఏదైనా ఒక షాప్కి వెళ్ళాడు, ఈజ్ ఏ కస్టమర్, ఈజ్ ఏ కస్టమర్. ఓకే, ఇంకో దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళాడు, ఇంకోటి అవుతుంది. ఫ్రెండ్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళాడు, ఈజ్ ఆల్సో వన్ వెరీ గుడ్ ఫ్రెండ్. సాయి కుమార్ ఇదే good friend. Single name, Sai Kumar is single name, but the many forms, single name, many forms, the concept is called as a polymorphism. మీరు అర్థమైందా లేదండి సార్? సింగిల్ నేమ్ మెనీ ఫార్మ్స్ అంటే ఏంటి, కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవ్వద్దు. ఒకటే పేరు ఉంటుంది, డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫార్మ్స్. ఓకే, సాయి కుమార్ అనేది ఒకటే పేరు, డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫార్మ్స్. వాట్ ఆర్ ద డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫార్మ్స్? వన్ ఈజ్ కొడుకు, సన్, అండ్ వన్ ఫర్ బ్రదర్, వన్ ఫర్ స్టూడెంట్, వన్ ఫర్ ప్యాసింజర్, వన్ ఫర్ కస్టమర్, వన్ ఫర్ ఫ్రెండ్. ఇంకో దగ్గరికి వెళ్తారు, ఇంకోటి, ఇంకో దగ్గరికి వెళ్తారు, ఇంకోటి, ఇంకో దగ్గరికి వెళ్తారు, ఇంకోటి. ఇలా డిఫరెంట్ ఉంటాయి, డిఫరెంట్ బిహేవియర్స్ ఉంటాయి, బట్ నాట్ ది సేమ్ బిహేవియర్, డిఫరెంట్ బిహేవియర్స్. ద కాన్సెప్ట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ఏ పాలిమార్ఫిజం. ఈ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకొని చాలు మీకు గుర్తుంది. నౌ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఓకే, ఎగ్జాంపుల్ జనరల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తాను. జనరల్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ ఈజ్ బెస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ ఈజ్ బెస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఆఫ్ పాలిమార్ఫిజం. యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ ఈజ్ ద బెస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఆఫ్ polymorphism. Okay, so now in front of your parents, you will have one type of behavior, okay, and with friends another type of, another type of behavior, okay, right? That is a polymorphism. Same person, but different behaviors, at different places. Okay, which is nothing but a polymorphism. Clear అండి? అర్థమైందా లేదా? మీరేమన్నారండి? మీ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తాను. యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ ఇస్ ద బెస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఆఫ్ polymorphism. In front of your friends, in front of your parents, you will have one type of behavior. Okay, clear or not? You have one type of behavior, and with friends another type of behavior. Okay, that means the same person but different behaviors at different places. Same ఉండదు, which is the nothing but a polymorphism. అర్థమైందా లేదా? క్లియర్ గా అందరికి ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్ అర్థమైందా లేదా? polymorphism అనేది అంటే సేమ్ ఉండాలి, డిఫరెంట్ ఉండాలి. Now here there are the different types of polymorphisms in different types of programming language, but in Python supports in Python, okay, Python supports different types of polymorphisms. One is different types of polymorphism. One concept is function overloading. Okay, there are the two types of indirectly it is called as a function based polymorphism. Another one is called as a class based polymorphism. Two types of polymorphism. Another programming language supports, okay, there are the different types. One is a compiler based polymorphism and runtime based polymorphism. But here it supports function based polymorphism and a class based polymorphism. And another one is a operator based polymorphism. Operator overloading or operator based polymorphism. Three types. Okay, one is called as a Python supports three types of polymorphism. Clear? Polymorphism. One is a function based polymorphism. So I will explain one by one, no problem. What is function based polymorphism? And another one is a operator based polymorphism. And the third one is called as a class based polymorphism. What is polymorphism? Same name, different types of behaviors. Same person, different types of behaviors in different places and different types of behaviors. The concept is called as a polymorphism. Now the first one is, what is function based polymorphism? Function based polymorphism means same function with different types of argument, okay. Function based polymorphism means function name is same, different types of arguments and different number of arguments. That is called as a function polymorphism. That is, what is function based name? Same function name with different types of arguments, and different number of arguments, number of arguments, different types of arguments and different number of arguments. This concept is called a function based polymorphism. Function based polymorphism. Function based polymorphism. Same name with different types of argument. Function name, same function name with different types of arguments and a different number of arguments. That is a function based polymorphism or function overloading. Function based polymorphism or function overloading. That is in Python it is called as a function based polymorphism. Same function name with a different types of argument, different number of arguments. This concept is called polymorphism. Function based polymorphism. Best example. Same function name. For example, we are assuming that same function name already you know. The best example is print. Print function. Print is also one function. Print is also one function. Now it is a print is a function. This function is allowed print of a. Only one argument. Same name with a different types of argument, different number of argument. Please observe. Only same function print with one argument. And same function with print a comma b. And same function name with print a comma b comma c. Function name is same. Just like your same name with different types of behaviors. Same name with different types of behaviors. Here to print only one value, here to print two values, here to print the three values. For example, assume that any value, a value 10, b value equal to, for example, 25, and the c value equal to, for example, 35. Same name with different types of arguments. It is called as a function based. Same name. Okay, here to print the first concept. Okay, only one. Here next one to print the a and b c values, and the third one a b c value. Same function with a different number of arguments and different types are also same. Different types. For example, print. Okay. Welcome to Python Dev. Welcome to Cosmic Technologies. Okay, this is called as print of, for example. Okay, hi. Okay. Okay, same function, different number of string type, different types of arguments and different number of arguments. So this function calling to only one argument. Here also only one argument. This argument is integer type. This argument is string type. That's why different types of argument, different number of argument. That is called same function name, different types of arguments and different number of arguments. This concept is called as a function based polymorphism. Same function, two arguments here, a, b, a two arguments. Here two arguments is both are integer. Here two arguments. One argument is hi and one argument is how are you. Both two arguments. This is not a one argument. Divide into two arguments. One is a hi argument and one is a how are you argument. Divide into two arguments. Same function name with different types of arguments and different number of arguments. The concept is called as a function based polymorphism. Clear or not, all of you? No. Clear? Sorry. What is polymorphism? It's a difficult word, a kotta word మీరు ఇప్పుడే అంటున్నారు. What is polymorphism అండి? Same name, different types of concepts is called as a polymorphism. Your example is the best example. ఈ paragraph గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పిన సాయి కుమార్ example గాని. Same name Sai Kumar, it's a different behaviors. One way is a behavior as a friend. One place is behavior as a son. One place is behavior as a passenger. One place is behavior as a customer. One place is behavior as a father. One place behavior as a mother. One place behavior as a brother. One is a friend. So different areas and different behaviors. Like is one example. In different areas, different places, different behaviors. It is called as a polymorphism. Python supports three ways: function based, operator based, class based. What is function based? Same function name with the different types of arguments, different number of arguments. This is called as a function based polymorphism. Clear or not? Function based polymorphism. Okay. Now usage of this polymorphism concept in Python. So same function that is a usage, but same name with different types of argument. No need of the another name. Same name. Again, the next one is a operator based polymorphism. Operator based polymorphism. What is operator based means? Here this is a function based. Here these are the function names. Print is a function. Now operator means, you know already, There are the different types of operators are available in Python. So different behaviors, different types of operators in different behavior. One operator is same operator in multiple purposes. Okay, it is nothing but a operator overloading or operator based polymorphism. For example, sir, what is operator based polymorphism? Sir, I will explain one by one. Operator based, we can use the same operator. You can use the same operator for multiple purposes. For multiple purposes. How? Multiple purposes. Okay, which is nothing but a operator overloading. Which is nothing but a operator overloading or operator based polymorphism. Operator based polymorphism. Both are anyone. Operator based polymorphism. It is nothing but operator based. Okay. So here Python supports operator based polymorphism. Okay. Python supports operator overloading. Operator overloading. What is the same operator? And here please observe this one. Same operator. Okay. For multiple purposes. That is very important. The same operator is multiple purposes. Okay, you know or you know? Don't know. Same operator is multiple purposes. For example one. Operator is same. For example, assume that the operator is same. What is the operator running? For example, the plus operator can be used. Plus operator can be used for different purposes. One purpose is arithmetic addition. One purpose is arithmetic addition, and another purpose is string concatenation. అవునా కదా చెప్పండి, అవునా కదండి? Okay, same operator plus అనేది 2 ways ఉపయోగించడం లేదా? One is arithmetic addition, another one is a string concatenation. Another one is called string concatenation. That is the first example. And another example is multiplication. And another example for multiplication. Same. Second example, the star symbol. The star symbol also used in the star symbol, right? Star operator can be used for one is a arithmetic multiplication and another is a string replication. The second one is a string replication. There are the different operators are used for the different purposes. Clear? We can use the same.
Sir, what is overloading? What is overloading?
Overloading and polymorphism same and overloading same name, different types of arguments, different number of arguments. That is called as a overloading. Same name, or that means operator polymorphism or operator overloading. Both are same. Okay, either operator overloading or operator based polymorphism. That means same name, different types of behaviors. It is called as a overloading. Same name, different types of behaviors. It is called a overloading. For example, assume that here both are plus operators. Here, for example, both are for plus. Okay. Assume that. For example, one complete evaluation. Example one choose one. So now the example one is if plus operator used for the different purpose. For example, here a equal to 10, b equal to 20. Now here print of a plus b is one behavior. For example, c equal to Python. Okay. Now d equal to okay. Now it's a dynamic programming language. Okay. Now print of C plus D. The print of C plus. The plus operator behavior is different. Here the plus operator behavior is a plus operator. Here the plus operator, the behavior is different. Here addition of two numbers 30. Here concatenation of two strings. That is a Python dynamic programming language. Please check the output. The concept is different. Wait and 1 minute. Okay, please wait. You are end of the right. The concept is plus operator is used for one area for addition and one area for concatenation of the two strings. Here, this example using the plus. Here we are using the concatenation of the two strings. Clear? That is the plus operator. Now Another one is a multiplication. So the same example using for the multiplication. Now here you are using the multiplication. Okay. One more example for multiplication. Same. The multiplication for one for concatenation, one for repetition, one for multiplication. For example, A equal to 10, B equal to, for example, 20, and print of A into B for multiplication. Print of A, for example, and one more value that is equal to C equal to, for example, Python. C equal to Python. Here C into A. C into A. What is the difference between A and B? Here, okay. What is the difference between? Please observe this one. C into A or C into B. Print of, or for example, hello into B. Hello into B. Now here, what is the definition? And first A into B means 10 into 20, 200. Okay, clear. And the C value is Python. Here, C value is repeatedly A times. A times means 10 times. And that means Python 10 times. Here, hello, B times. B means 20. Hello, B times. That means B means 20 times. Print the value for 20 times. That is Python hello into 20 times. That's the value. Multiplication. This is called as a multiplication. Here we are using the two arguments. One type is the multiplication, and one way is for multiplication. Okay, here the first way multiplication 200. Second one, Python printed in A number of times. A value is 10 times, and hello printed in the B number of times. The B value is 20 times. This concept is called as a base. Now operator based polymorphism. Clear or not up to here? Three ways, and one is a operator based polymorphism, function based, operator based, and class based. What is class based, sir? I will explain today, tomorrow, not today, because confuse avutaru. So here, topics here and discuss chesamani manam hierarchical inheritance. Clear? Okay, hybrid inheritance, combination of all these operators, polymorphism. Okay, single name, many forms. The single name, many forms is concept is called as a function based, operator based, class based. Function based means same function name with different types of arguments and different number of arguments. And operator based, same operator, behavior in different areas, different concepts. So here the behavior is addition. In this place the behavior is concatenation. The same multiplication also same. The multiplication also same. Here to behavior is the multiplication, here so repetition. So that is called as a operator based polymorphism. Tomorrow I will explain class based polymorphism. Very practical one. Okay. Bye and see you tomorrow. Okay. Notes పంపిస్తాను ఇప్పుడే ఇబ్బంది లేదు. Okay. Practice చేయండి.